Good morning, guys and girls. We're here in Madrid at the hotel for the start of the race. I just thought I'd check in with you guys. So it's Saturday morning. I've been down and had breakfast already, and really good breakfast in the hotel. Very healthy. The hotel is part of the Ilunion group, the Spanish hotel chain, who are heavily involved in the employment of disabled people of all types. So whether that's physical or mental disability, they are trying to give opportunities to people who would like to work in the hotel industry. So that's the reason that the organisation for the race has chosen this hotel. They used another hotel here in Madrid last year, the same group. The organisation is the organisation for the deaf in Spain. So we have ONCE, which is for the blind, and we have GAES, GAES, which is for the deaf. And the race is organised by the organisation for the deaf in Spain. So they use these hotels. Lovely hotel. It just take you around the room. Very nice room. We're in a business district, so there aren't a lot of bars and cafes everywhere. Across the road there is BNP Paribas, which is a bank office, and then you've got AXA insurance office. So it's all kind of offices, but it means that the area is very quiet, not much traffic, and obviously at the weekend it's very quiet. You can see down here, I'll just poke you out the window. There's a small, unusually in a hotel, because now they tend to block everything off. There's a small window. You can see they're setting up down here for the race. So at 11 o'clock this morning we're going to be grabbing our numbers, handing over all our paperwork, and we will be putting down we'll be collecting our bag, 70-litre bag, which everything has to go into. And so I'll show you the chaos that is here in the bedroom. So I've got all my stuff here. All my riding clothes are all in this bag. Three sets of riding clothes in there: shorts, tops, a jacket, all different things for riding. You can see the state of that bag. That's been around Morocco a few times. So all my riding gear is in there. And up here I've got all my food. So this is Science in Sport food. So I've got my small bars. So these are carbohydrate bars to eat on the bike when I'm on the bike. So I'll be having one of these and a gel, which is gels are isotonic, unlike a lot of the other gels. And one of these gels, see, it's very squashy. Tear the top off and just eat it. Kind of eat it or drink it, one or the other. It's halfway between the two. So one of those and one of those per hour, depending on how hard I'm going. If I'm going really hard, it will be every 40 minutes, and if it's just normal, it will be every hour. And that will give me 60 grams of of carbohydrate, which is the maximum that you can absorb in an hour anyway. So I will be getting my 60 grams of carbohydrate from those two, from the bar and from the gel, every hour. As you can see, I've got a box of gel, box of bars, so that should be enough for the whole race. And then I've got these tablets, Go Hydro, which are isotonic tablets to go in the drink bottle, one for every half a litre. So one tablet goes in one of these bottles, and that's your isotonic drink for while you're riding. I've got spare batteries for my heart rate monitor, my cadence monitor, and my speed monitor. So spare batteries for those just in case. And this is a protein gel. This is kind of an emergency protein gel. If I can't get to my other protein after riding, I've just got this to have quickly. But I've got protein shakes, which are these in a sachet. So you have this within 30 minutes of finishing the stage, and this gives you both protein and carbohydrate. It gives you a smack of protein and carbohydrate straight after the race when you need it most. So that's in a powder format, and that's in this shaker. You can see I've got a sachet in there already, and this is marked for my 30 minutes after, which is called the Rego. That has that much water. You have it with water, not with milk, because milk takes too long to digest. So that will be filled up to there, and then the powder. And inside here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a mixer. So when you shake the bottle, it mixes the powder with the water. So you get a very smooth, like a shake. So I've got one of those for after every stage, within 30 minutes of finishing. And then in these tubs, I've got the nighttime powder, which you can see in there. And you have that just before you go to, well, you have it an hour before you go to bed. And that releases very slowly all the way through the night. The other one is an immediate release of protein and carbohydrate, but this one is a powder that releases through the night. So it's almost like you were getting up in the middle of the night and having food. And then this is isotonic powder in here. So that's a powder version of the tablets that we've got here. So I'll have the tablets with me to be able to drop into the water bottles and into my Camelback type. I've got a Krieger one, but it's a Camelback type water 1 litre bladder in there. So that will be in the morning. I'll start off with it full of this, using the powder, but obviously that's not convenient while you're going around the ride, so I have these with me in the race, and I can just drop one of these tablets or 2 of these tablets in the Camelback and have my isotonic drink. So I'll fill up from these in the morning, bottles and Camelback, and then during the race I'll be using those. What else? I've got some anti-friction, so any areas that might get sore from riding day after day. It's just like an oil in a bar form, like a skin oil. So it just comes in a bar form, and you can just rub that on anywhere that's going to get sore. Helps you to not get sore. Very, very essentially within this tin foil packet are, as you can see, my tea bags. Cannot go anywhere without my tea bags. So very essential part of the equipment. What else can I show you? I've got all the GoPro equipment with me. Everything's here. So set up on the bike. I've got the handlebar mount and everything else. So I'll set you guys up and show you as much as I can of the race. This is my sleeping bag. That all just folds into that with a protective cover. And that's got a pillow built in, and it's got a mat built in, which you undo the valve and it just inflates itself to kind of fill up with air. You can pump a bit in or blow a bit in if you want to, but it's usually enough just to let it fill up on its own. If you open it up when you roll it out, and by the time you come to go to bed, close the valve and it's filled itself up with air. So certainly enough to be comfortable on. So I've got 2 bladders here, both with bite valves for the Camelback, just in case one fails or in case I get a problem. I've got a spare one. What else can I show you? And then we've got the cycle computer here, which is all arranged, set up as my Wahoo Bolt. Everything, I've got all the stages on there now. They emailed us the stages last night, so I've got all the stages on there, day 1 right through to day 7. And the mobile phone, my iPhone, I've now got a cover for, which fits in the element thing on the bike, on the holder. So it's got the same fitting, if you can see those fittings. So I can click this in to the same fitting on the bike as the computer fitting. So today I'm intending, although it's quite, it's been raining a little bit, surprisingly. Don't think it's going to be much. It's much cooler here, about 30 degrees instead of 40 degrees at home. So quite a bit cooler, nicer to ride. And I'm hoping once I've got my staff signed in and got my bag, I'm hoping to go out for about a 50k ride around Madrid. And I've downloaded that onto my phone from Wikiloc. So I can just click this in, use Google to ride out to the route, and then ride the route itself on Wikiloc. Just have a gentle ride around. There's no climbing in it or anything, it's flat, and it seems to follow quite a few rivers and that sort of thing through parks, so it looks quite nice. So hopefully so in the middle of the day I'll have a ride out and just check the bike and check myself and everything, and then go from there. Alright guys, just wanted to check in, show you what we've got and the chaos the chaos that's in here at the moment, but everything's laid out because I'm going to be fitting it all into this bag. And I bought these types of bags. For instance, this is the bag that had all of my fitness food in and everything. Obviously this can be rolled up to nothing. It's got my shoes in at the moment. Because those bags, that bag and that bag, have also got to go inside my big bag, because I will be finishing in Santiago de Compostela. I keep saying Compostela. Santiago de Compostela. I'll be finishing there, the race, and then on the Sunday I'll be coming back, and so I'll be coming back with my bike and what's left of my stuff in those two bags, because I'll have eaten all the food that you've seen, eaten and drunk all the food, so that will all be gone. So I'll be left with my sleeping bag, which can go inside that bag. Sleeping bag fits inside that bag, so I'll have my sleeping bag in there, and everything else can fit inside my other bag. So then it'll be me, my bicycle, and 2 bags to get on the train and come back to Madrid next Sunday. So everything will come out of the bags and go into the big bag today, ready to go. And then also the 2 bags will get rolled up and put in there as well, so that in Santiago I've got 2 bags to load everything into. So hopefully we're organised, guys. I've got my extra power source here, and I've got an attachment for the bike now, which I showed you in another video, the speed sleeve. So this can fit in the speed sleeve on the top tube, and I can also charge up my phone and charge up the GoPro and everything from this. So that's got enough power in it for about 5 charges for the phone and 5 charges for the GoPro. And that goes inside this little cover. So you put this little cover over that and the cables, and that fits inside that speed sleeve, and then it's all fixed. So I'll make sure I don't run out of power on the way around. Alright guys, so I just want to check in with you. I will film a bit downstairs when we're getting the dorsales and the dorsales of the numbers. So we're getting those, and the malleta, which is the bag, 70-litre bag. And I'll film a bit of that. Everybody will be here getting themselves sorted out, and it's all building up now. The guys are getting this up out here, you can see. This will be the start for tomorrow. They're getting that all set up. So everything is happening, and I'll be bringing you guys along. So leave me any messages you want to leave, or if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, and I'll speak to you guys later. I know it's the middle of the night for a lot of you, but hopefully you can wake up and have a look at this in the morning. Speak to you later, guys. Bye for now.